Hi guys. So sexual energy is the main energy, the fundamental instinct of our bodies, the driving force of this world, the energy of growth and movement. It is most actively manifested in the male body when you are between 20 and 40. This is the period, so to speak, peaks when the energy is overwhelming and it seems impossible to control it. Yes guys, that's right. And why do you need to control this sexual energy? You need to control it for several reasons. Firstly, because this energy brings a lot of problems. You can't just satisfy your sexual desires with women. You have to pay for it with your resources, not only money, but also your time, attention, etc. These are all the resources that you spend, and in most cases, all your attempts end in disappointments and unpleasant feelings. So, if you don't master this energy, you are a slave that the matrix uses to get your resources. If you want to shape your destiny as you see fit, then you must control these energies, otherwise it will constantly confuse you and you will be led and manipulated. So guys, you have to decide for yourself who you are. A stray dog who is always in an excited state and wants to jump on the next beach, or a master of your feelings who can build your destiny according to your desires. And why many of you wonder about semen retention? Because many of you have already realized that satisfying sexual desires is not that simple in this world nowadays. Behind these desires there must be resources. The sexual imagery that reaches you through mass media, on the streets, wherever you see images of women. These images enter your consciousness and lead to your sexual arousal. Everything is designed to extract resources from you. When you are aroused, you are ready to give away the resources. So where should you channel this energy? So, to enjoy sex, you either have to meet women. And this is problematic because if you are a poor student or a person without material status, you'll be rejected and treated like a stray dog. Because no one needs beggars, and the fate of beggars is sad. Modern sexual women are raised to believe they need a prince or a cool guy with money. Also, there are exceptions, and sometimes ordinary guys have beautiful girlfriends. But money is still needed for all of that. Modern education is built in such a way that it does not teach this, does not address these issues, because modern education prepares people to be cogs in the system of this global matrix, the global management of people. This is the whole system. Everything is based on sexual energy. Everything revolves around this. To attract women, you must have resources. At the very least, you need to dress well, stylishly, and if you have an expensive car to emphasize your status, that won't hurt either. In short, you need resources, then you won't have any problems with women. They'll be all over you, and you'll easily find sex with them. But if you are just an average guy with an average salary, it's better to control this energy and not fall for all this, because it will only bring you problems. So guys, this world is cruel. If you lack resources, sex will only cause you trouble. You'll be like an excited dog, chasing after women, and they'll kick you away all the time. And when you get tired of constantly being rejected because women want rich, high-status guys, simple working-class guys from ordinary families are not needed by anyone, even if you are super talented and skilled. So, my friends, you want to have sex with attractive women, to socialize with beautiful ones. If you are just a guy from the street, you'll be manipulated, used, and then rejected and thrown away. This is the reality of our world. And you'll perfectly understand such human qualities like hypocrisy, manipulation. That's why semen retention is vital for you. You need to survive and preserve yourself from all that crazy stuff. Otherwise, if you don't control sexual energy, you will face more difficulties in your life. Actually, guys, you don't have much choice. You either need to get rich to have resources, then you'll have a choice of women. Or be a cool guy, and again, a cool guy with money. Because a cool guy without money is not cool enough. The system is not complete. Then You will have many women fighting over you, but until you reach that point, you must retain your semen. It's like the best solution for you at this stage. So you need to control sexual energy, and then you will shape your destiny as you need. You will have the strength to find those women who are willing to share your lifestyle with you. Because if you think about how much energy you waste on unnecessary actions, just try to track your mood. So when you see beautiful women, you just try to present yourself better than you really are. You try to portray yourself in a better light. All of this creates duality and illusion, which you later suffer from because deep down you realize that you are not who you want to appear to be. So you do all possible to raise your status, to present yourself in a better light to others, to attract women. This creates a lot of movements, a lot of energy is spent on this. So, and if you remain true to yourself, then no one will flock to you. That's not enough for women. Some will take interest in you, but mostly nowadays the world is such that everyone is only interested in resources. So guys, there is not much choice. That is, abstinence, semen retention is a real solution to the problem, a solution to almost all of your problems. Because if you start analyzing the reason behind all your actions, you'll realize that the cause of any action in the material world is sex. Sexual energy is at the core of everything. Even those who have a financial status and everything is going well for them also face problems with sex. It's all individual, depending on many factors. But as a rule, the more financial resources you have, the fewer problems you have in this regard. Because it's easier for you not only to find a woman, but also to create a family and have children. This all requires resources. These are expenses involved. It's all interconnected. Sex is primarily the energy of procreation, and where there is procreation, there is a demand for resources. Children come, they need to go to school, it all costs money. It's all responsibilities, and at any moment your family can be destroyed. I've already mentioned how the most women manipulate with children. They take their children and take resources from their husbands, and for them a man is expendable. In this world, the program for a man is short. His biological task is to conceive children for the female, to provide her with resources. When the female finds a more resourceful mate, a replacement occurs. So these are the problems of our society. If you don't control your sexual desires, you are at risk. And anyone who can will take advantage of you. You must control your sexual desire, raise your consciousness to a higher level, meaning through your intellect we can control our emotions. If you understand, realize what you are doing in life and why, then you can control your feelings and shape your destiny as you need to achieve higher levels of development, raise your vibrations. On the contrary, if you don't control your feelings, you will degrade because sex itself does not satisfy. You will seek new attempts to satisfy your sexual needs. Sexual energy is not self-sufficient. The more you have it, the more you desire sex. And if you don't harness this energy and know how to control it, sometimes all of this takes on perverted and ugly forms. So we can see the dark side of it, because sex does not liberate you. On the contrary, it enslaves you further. How many crimes are committed based on the jealousy? Various some kind of intrigues, domestic violence. And this happens even in wealthy families. It is just not exposed because usually perpetrators are influential people. But it's not uncommon to see sexual abuse within families, where they violate their own and others' children in wealthy homes, violate wives, etc., all that crazy stuff. It is all due to uncontrolled sexual energy. A person turns into an animal, driven by baser instincts. Ideally, abstinence is necessary not only for those who have nothing, but also for those who lack nothing in material resources. The sex, guys, is the foundation of life. And at the same time, it's the greatest problem that destroys the lives of both men and women. So there is a vicious circle here. From childhood, society instills in women the program that they need to find a wealthy and prosperous husband. Therefore, they have high expectations from a young age. This is why they are not interested in guys with an average salary. This leads to conveyor belt of relationships. She constantly seeks a more resourceful provider. And if she gets lucky and finds one, they are usually spoiled with female attention, and she has to compete with others like her, who are trying to get the resourceful guy. Even if she ends up with this guy, she does not feel secure because she can be replaced at any moment. That's why she wants to tie her resourceful husband with the bonds of marriage, have children, and file for divorce to take some of his property and become independent from him. And this rat race consumes life energy and time in our other short lives. And here she is, a woman over 35. The peak demand for her beauty has passed. It's as if the life has passed her by. That's why there are many unsatisfied women who got burnt in their search for a happy family life. The scenarios can be different. Some choose to wait for the right one, but he never showed up. Time passed, and the youth is gone. So, these unhappy women remain single at 35 plus. And all that's left is self-delusion that time has no power over beauty. They try to convince themselves. But the demand certainly is not the same anymore. And there are certainly plenty of guys who could not settle in life, become wealthy, and solve the issues with satisfying their needs. They strive to create a family, work hard to make their family happy. But now they are cast out of their families by the divorce. And now they provide for their families with alimony, while their children have a new dad. They find other families with other children where the situation is the same. All these individuals are a huge layer of dissatisfied people with life. So, all their lives they have been chasing their happiness, spend their life energy, squandered their time, and in old age, then turn into dissatisfied old boys and old girls. They constantly visit pharmacies because their health is not in good condition. And gradually they fade away and exit their life. This is how people burn out from sexual energy when they could not control it. And in abstinence, you are somewhat detached from all this horror. You have the time to pause and make a thoughtful decision about how you want to move forward, how you want to shape your life without chasing after anyone, and making rash decisions that will bring you many problems for decades ahead. So, and if you engage in manual stimulation, you are unfortunate in double times. You did not preserve your energy, nor did you experience full-fledged sex. You lost from all sides. So, if anyone is questioning the need for abstinence, decide for yourself. That's about it, guys. Look at the world, get horrified due to all that nonsense happening, and take the right decision. So guys, that's it. That's I wanted to tell you today. Take care of yourself. Thank God. Bye.